One.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the May 28, 2026 meeting of the Brighton Town Board. I'm Brighton Town Supervisor Bill Maley, and I'm calling this meeting to order. Of course, this is Thursday night. Normally, we meet on Wednesdays. We did not meet last night because of the Eid al-Adha holiday that our Muslim friends and neighbors observe. So we're meeting tonight, and we're glad to have you here with us. Please rise if you are physically able to do so, or rise in spirit if you are not. We'll start with the pledge. I'll invite Councilmember Corrado to lead.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just want to introduce Kevin Overton, who is here tonight. Kevin is one of John Mancuso's law partners and is pinch hitting. So good to have you here. Kevin works with a number of municipalities, and we're going to be seeing more of you around in the, well, we already are, because I know you're transitioning into some of our other volunteer boards. It's good to have you with us tonight. We will be starting the open forum in just a couple minutes. The open forum is the opportunity for members of the public to share their comments with the town board. If you're here in person, you'll have the opportunity to raise your hand. If you're watching us remotely, you will have to log into Teams during the open forum to participate in the open forum. And there are detailed instructions for doing that on the Town of Brighton webpage, www.brightonny.gov. As we have done now for many years, our town board meetings are all made accessible to the deaf and hard of hearing community, thanks to our ASL interpreters. Tonight, our interpreters are Ben Layer and Alyssa Supley, and thank you to both of you for working tonight. As a reminder, the agenda for tonight's meeting and all of the backup material that we review in making our decisions are available on the town webpage, and they're also available on the table outside. We have one proclamation tonight. Dr. Ralph Joseph Boulay passed away. I'm sorry, Roger. I saw Roger and said Ralph. Thank you, Pete. Yes. Passed away on March 10th at the age of 97. Dr. Boulay served as a physician and professor for over 60 years, starting in 1957 as a resident at the University of Rochester. Dr. Boulay served in the Navy during the Korean War and is another example, and I talk about this a lot. I talked about it just on Memorial Day, but he is an example of someone who served our nation in uniform, in combat, and then returned to civilian life and put on a civilian uniform and made a striking difference here at home with his service, his professional service, and all the other things that he did. I am very pleased that we can honor the life and service of Dr. Boulay tonight by presenting this proclamation to his son, Pete Boulay. And I'm going to read the proclamation before presenting it to you, Pete. Whereas for over 60 years, Dr. Roger Joseph Boulay was a physician and professor at the University of Rochester who served patients in his private general practice with compassion and understanding. Whereas having passed away on March 10, 2026, at the age of 97, Dr. Boulay lived a long life devoted to caring for others, learning, traveling, and sharing knowledge. And whereas Dr. Boulay was a Navy veteran of the Korean War, who attended Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons, and came to the University of Rochester as a resident in 1957, where he rose to chief medical resident, then associate physician and clinical professor of medicine and psychiatry. Whereas he started the hospital's first CPR program, established the rehabilitation department, founded the first regional hospice, and the psychiatry and medicine service program. Whereas Dr. Boulay was known for his unquenchable optimism and warm humor that helped make him an excellent physician, as well as an exemplary father to his 4 beloved sons and loving husband to fellow medical professional, Nurse Susan Jones. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, William W. Maley, Brighton Town Supervisor, and the members of this Town Council do hereby honor the recently deceased Dr. Roger Joseph Boulay for his lifetime of serving others and bettering our community with love and professional care. And this proclamation is signed this 28th day of May, 2026, by myself and by all of the members of the Brighton Town Board. Pete, I know this has been a hard time for you and all that you did for your father, but I also hope that the memories and that our recognition of what a special human being he was, practicing here in Brighton for many, many years, means a lot to us, and we're glad you're here to receive this proclamation.
Do my best to be Bridget. All right.
Wonderful. And Pete, do you have the handheld mic?
I got it. I'm over here. I'll come over here.
Okay.
I don't know which way it is, but, oh no, you this way. I just want to thank you all very much. I don't mean to have my back to you, but this means a great deal. Dad worked with you and Christine on the safety committee, on the public safety committee a bit, and it meant the world to him that he could come over from Pittsburgh, move into Brighton, and have not only the professional impact that he had with his practice in building the Westfall Park Medical Center that to this day is still thriving and seeing patients, but the fact that he was able to try and make things better with the entrance to St. John's, and he showed that interest in helping others, even not in practice. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, all of us share our deepest condolences to you and your family. And we're glad you could be here tonight. We will now begin our open forum, which, as I mentioned, we hold at the beginning of every town board meeting. The open forum is an opportunity for members of the public to address the board concerning any matter relating to the town, whether or not it's on our agenda this evening. Once I finish these instructions, if you're here in the room and would like to speak during the open forum, please raise your hand. When I call on you, please come up to the podium if you're able to speak. If you're participating remotely and wish to speak during the open forum, you must first join the meeting on Teams. And as I mentioned earlier, there are detailed instructions for doing so on the town's webpage. If you would like to speak remotely and you've gone on to Teams, you can use the raised hand function and you'll be unmuted by the host to allow you to speak. I ask all speakers during the open forum, whether in person or remote, to please state your name and address before speaking. Please limit your remarks to 3 minutes, and I will give you a 30-second warning before your time expires. And you always have the opportunity to turn any prepared remarks into the town clerk for inclusion in the record of this meeting. We may not be able to answer, if you have questions that you're asking, we may not be able to answer those, particularly if your question relates to a matter that's not on the agenda this evening. But our goal here tonight and during the open forum we hold at every town board meeting is to give you the opportunity to share your thoughts with the board and for us to be able to listen to your words. Therefore, please direct your remarks to the town board and not to the room, not to other speakers. Please avoid personal attacks and outbursts of any kind, including applause or boos or the like, during the open forum, out of respect for the speakers and for the time of everybody here tonight. Persons who don't follow these rules will be warned. I don't very, very rarely have to do that. So we will ask now, is there anyone here that would like to address the board during the open forum? I see no one in the room, and I see no one online. Therefore, Chris, can I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
Bill, I move that we approve tonight's agenda.
Second.
Discussion? Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Maley?
Aye. We have one item of communication tonight. Councilmember Salzman, would you move the communications, please?
I move that we receive and file the communications.
Second.
And that one communication is from John Fornoff, Controller of the County of Monroe, with sales tax distribution information for the first quarter of 2026. If you take a look at the monthly reports that the controller receives, as you know, our sales tax distribution is based on the Moore and Ryan formula as it has been revised over the years and reflects countywide sales tax revenues. When the controller released their quarterly sales tax revenues, I looked at it and we had done pretty well in January and February, and March was a significant decrease. And therefore, the first quarter had a significant decrease. And it caught my attention, and I know it caught Earl's attention as well. We asked some questions. What we know is that there was a significant corporate sales tax audit. It's not the first time there has been something similar to this. We're trying to get as much information as we can about what time period that sales tax audit, the county sales tax audit. But as a result, first quarter sales tax revenues fell from last year. Now, it's obviously early in the year. I think we are, it's way too early to reach the conclusion that we're going to have a revenue issue in our sales tax line for the year as a whole, but it does impact our overall town revenues, and it gives us one more matter that we're going to have to be reviewing closely over the next, over the rest of the year. So we have a motion to receive and file the communications. Any further discussion on that matter? Hearing none, Dan, please call the roll to receive and file the communication.
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Maley?
Aye. Committee reports, Community Services.
Yes, Community Services met last Thursday, May 21st, rather than Wednesday, the 20th, because we were adjusting the schedule to allow the supervisor to celebrate Chief Catholdi's elevation to president of the professional association. So we hear it all went really well.
did, thank
So,
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
let's see. So I'll give you some highlights of that meeting. Under Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity Program, Juneteenth commemoration is coming up. That will be on Thursday, June 18th at noon, right here at Empire State University. The honoree will be Aqua Porter, Executive Director of the Rochester-Monroe County Anti-Poverty Initiative. And Holden Turner, a classically trained baritone, will perform for the gathering. Idea Board is also conducting interviews for membership. The interviews are underway, and I imagine we will.
I think at the next meeting, we will have members to induct.
Excellent. Volunteers from our community are critical to making the good things happen here. Under Parks, it is mowing season. We could talk about mowing for hours on end, just as Matt Beeman's crew are mowing for hours on end in this very rainy spring that we're having. We did touch on the trail maintenance and focused on a mat to connect the Brighton Town Park Trail to the handicap parking to make that element of the park more accessible. There's also discussion of a possible connector trail between Brighton Town Park and the Islamic Center. Recreation programs, the biggest news in recreation programs is the big move within the Brookside School complex, and they are just about done settling in. And Recreation Center will reopen on Monday for regular hours, regular programs, but in the new North Wing. Recapped the recycling and clean sweep events. The vendors were outstanding for the recycling event. They kept up with 551 customers. Clean sweep ended up at about 100 participants, and that's not counting the school district participation by the sports teams and clubs. And I believe that was another couple dozen participants cleaning up the town. So great job to everybody. Everything's looking much more sparkly out there.
What Councilmember Corrado is not saying is that she headed up the team handling both of those.
Everyone.
Well, that's why I mentioned a team, but someone's got to lead, and you did it well. Thank you.
Thank you. I think the heaviest lifting was done by Matt Beeman, and counting the 400-some T-shirts that we still have for Clean Sweep. So until we run out of T-shirts, we'll be sweeping Brighton clean for years to come. Community outreach programs, Council Member on Your Corner kicked off on May 17th. It will return on June 21st, July 19th, August 16th, September 20th, and October 18th at the Brighton Farmers Market. We were literally on a corner this time around. It was great to have Councilmember Sanguinetti there to kick off the conversations. And we will continue to bring council members to where everyone is. And that, if you didn't catch the dates, it's the third Sunday of each month through October. We had a solemn and moving Memorial Day ceremony this Monday at Buckland Park, and we will have a festive celebration July 4th. We will see some information about the celebration coming up under our Matters Tonight, so expect big booms, lots of fireworks. Community bike rides continue. The next one will be July 10th, co-sponsored by legislator Sue Hugh Smith and Councilmember Saltzman. And the September ride, co-sponsored by them as well on September 18th. The final highlight I'll share, Highland Crossing Trail, the long requested directional signage is ready to be put in. The Canal Corporation has given their blessings to help walkers and bicyclists along the trail actually identify where the Highland Crossing Trail starts, where it connects there, and then signage within the winding routes as you get closer to the St. John's neighborhood, so folks are not lost in the woods.
I can vouch that that is a very confusing area, so this signage is much needed, and I'm glad it's here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's in yet, but
Okay.
I know it is already. Excellent.
Is it? Oh, no, I don't know.
I'm not sure if it is,
Yeah.
so, and
But it'll certainly
It'll be in
make it.
soon. It's-
Yeah, much more easily walkable.
yeah. All right, and the next meeting of the what the heck is this committee's name? The Community Services Committee is Wednesday. We're back on Wednesdays, June 17th at 10 a.m., or immediately following Finance and Administrative Services. And that is all.
Thank you. Speaking of Finance and Administrative Services, Councilmember Sanguinetti.
And if Councilmember Warner wants to give his notes.
Oh, right.
Since you chaired it. I have the minutes here if you want.
You better, you'll have to go. Why don't you go ahead?
Thank you, Councilmember Warner, for chairing the meeting.
I'll correct you if you get anything wrong.
Okay, perfect. So it seems from the minutes it was a brief meeting. Of note was the discussion for the contracts for the 4th of July celebration, including Young Explosives and the Sky Coasters. And you guys also talked about the request to decline the $30,000 community development block grant for the Crittenden Road sidewalk, since New York State DOT will be including the sidewalk when they improve the West Henrietta Road. Anything else that I missed?
The Sky Coasters.
Yeah, she
Sky
mentioned.
You mentioned
Coasters,
that,
Young
and,
Explosives,
And there's a change order with Milestone.
change order of $1,300. Yep.
And also the professional cleaning services contract. All of these items on the meeting agenda for tonight.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. So
Both.
next meeting is Wednesday, June 3rd at 8:30 a.m.
Public safety.
Public safety has not has not met. I'm going to try to get through this meeting with my voice intact. Has not met since our last town board meeting. Our next public safety meeting will be on June 9th at 0800 hours.
Councilmember Salzman, if I
Yes.
may add, one of the ongoing topics we had was the stop sign on Glen Ellen. I walked by today, and there's a new sign that says "Stop sign ahead" on the at the beginning of the block. So,
Excellent.
thank you, Superintendent Hafner, who's not here tonight. But so that's one item we can cross off.
Even though we haven't met, the town is still getting things done.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Good, thank you. Public Works.
Thanks, Bill. I reported on our May meeting at our last town board meeting. Our next meeting will be June 9th at 9 o'clock a.m., following on the public safety meeting.
Thank you. New business, reading and approval of claims. Clara.
And so earlier today, I reviewed the claims that total $1,047,419.50. Of note was the payment for bonds, for Series 2017 and 2020, mostly used for sewer and highway equipment. That payment was approximately $104,000. All the claims appear to be in order, so I move for them to be approved.
Second.
Thank you, Nate. Discussion? Hearing none, Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Mealy?
Aye. And we have talked about these briefly, but Nate, the Community Development Block Grant.
The next matter seeks to authorize the supervisor to decline the Monroe County Community Development Block grant funds in the amount of $30,000 for a sidewalk project now being funded by the New York State Department of Transportation program. I move that we approve this motion as prepared by the attorney to the town.
Second.
And I will be reaching out to see if there's any possibility of redirecting these funds to another community development block grant project here in town. More to follow. Hopefully, that's a possibility, although I don't know whether it will be able to be done. We have a motion. It's been seconded. Any further discussion?
Yes, just to clarify, so the one we've gotten so far this year was for the Clover Street, where we also
Correct.
got a grant.
And that is what I'm hoping that we can redirect.
So we could have
money.
$65,000.
I would
instead.
love to see if that's possible, because the Clover Street one, the share that we're paying is relatively large as these things go, because it's a relatively large project. So we will see, but I'll report back. Nothing further. Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Mealy?
Aye. Chris?
Bill, the next item is to authorize the supervisor to enter into an agreement with Young Explosives for the July 4th fireworks in an amount not to exceed $17,750.
Second.
I move that we adopt the resolution before us.
Jumped the gun. I'm so excited about the fireworks.
But your second is noted. Again, as mentioned, this is our 4th of July fireworks. We increased it a couple of years back. I know Matt is working with Young Explosives and as to whether there will be a subsequent, another increase in honor of the 250th. And if so, we'll get back to you with a change order.
It's really bothering me it's not $10 more.
I was thinking this.
Good one. Further discussion? Hearing none, Dan, please call the roll.
Hadn't noticed it, but now it's going to bother me.
I know. Yep.
We'll each give them $5 extra bucks.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
We'll fund that extra.
I'm okay with
Aye,
that, yeah.
okay.
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Mealy?
Aye. Christine?
I'm excited about
Rock
this
and
one,
roll.
too. The next matter seeks to authorize the supervisor to enter into an agreement with the Sky Coasters for the July 4th celebration in an amount not to exceed $4,000. I move that we adopt the resolution before us.
The Hall of Fame Sky Coasters.
Right.
And I'll second.
They put on a great show for us every year. Thank you, Jerry, and the band. Any discussion? Yeah, it would cost a lot more to round this one up to 70,
Yeah, right.
76. Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Mealy?
Aye. Clara, the next one, please.
The next matter seeks to authorize the supervisor to approve change orders with Milestone Construction Partners for the Town Hall renovation project in an amount not to exceed $1,324. I move that we approve the resolution before us.
Second.
And as you will see in the communication, as does happen, they are going to be patching some drywall. Once they removed the various other infrastructure in that area, they discovered some hidden penetrations, so they have to patch things up at a cost of $1,324. We have a motion, and it's been seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Mealy?
Aye. Christine, the next matter.
The last matter seeks to authorize the solicitation of bids for professional cleaning services for the Police Department and Highway and Sewer Department. I move that we adopt the resolution before us.
Second.
This is a matter that we've had some pretty significant discussions internally, and as was noted earlier at the Finance Committee, bidding this work out will, ensure that we've got, the continuity of a larger organization. Obviously, there are times when if you've got a staff person that's out, it's very hard to complete all the work. So although the board is not required to authorize the solicitation of bids, it's been our practice to do so. So we will go out, and when bids come in, we'll review them, and assuming that they financially make sense, we will bring that response to the board for approval. Any further discussion?
Just would like to add that I really appreciated seeing the entire request for bids package when the request was made of the committee to preview it for tonight's decision. It makes it much easier.
Yeah, we can't always, we don't always have the RFP or the bid package done, but yeah, in this case,
I would say it's a
lot of
month
time
to
had
hold up as a standard to attempt to achieve whenever
And again,
possible.
of course, I would note that this is not authorizing going out to bid, does not require town board approval, but it's something we do to increase our transparency and frankly, to give the board the opportunity to say, wait a second, is this really something we want to go forward with? So we have a motion, it's been seconded. Any further comment? Hearing none, Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Mailer?
Aye. Matters of the supervisor, both were discussed briefly, but congratulations to the chief. Chief Dave Cathaldi was sworn in last week as president of the New York State Police Chiefs Association. And without too badly embarrassing the chief, I heard from a number of people that it was a bigger crowd than usual. And I can also tell you that the chief's remarks were very inspiring, incredibly well received in the audience, and made me proud that the town is being represented at the statewide level by Chief David Cathaldi. Congratulations.
Thank you, Bill.
And I know it means you've been active in this organization. Having been president of a statewide association myself, I know it does chew up a little bit more time, but it really does reflect the confidence that police chiefs around the state have, not only in Chief Cathaldi, but in the Brighton Police Department. So,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you, Billy.
I would also note, not only did I have the honor of swearing the chief in, but Rabbi Peter Stein from Temple B'rith Kodesh gave the invocation and benediction, and was a great carpool partner, too. I would also, and it was touched on again earlier, the move over at Brookside, the Recreation Department, really the last 2 days has been the physical move, but of course Becky and the team have been preparing for the move for quite some period of time. And, it's been a lot of work. Anybody that's moved knows, and moving an organization, it's even more so. But we worked with our team, a lot of work with the landlord of the building, the Talmudical Institute of Upstate New York. And as was noted, while the Rec and Parks Department are closed for public activities this week, the rest of this week, they'll be open again for normal programming on Monday in their new space. So stop over and see them next week. Matters of the attorney to the town.
I don't have any matters to report, Supervisor.
Thank you. Matters of the town clerk.
Nothing this evening?
Matters of the town board.
Bill, I just wanted to note being very pleased to see a submission for the traffic control cabinet at the corner of
Yeah.
Sawgrass and Westfall, put together by the gang at Ratina Associates. It was just down Sawgrass there a bit. And we've got a lot of blank, mostly, traffic control cabinets around town that could stand decoration, and I'd be pleased to shepherd those through the county process for approval, and look forward to putting my old clothes on and putting the primer on this one, so we can get that going.
Chris, that's something you've done over the years with the art department at the high school on a number of the boxes that are. The Dalmatians in particular have always been a particular favorite and for the fire department, but those students and teachers and you have done a great job. And
there's been 2 other boxes by independent folks.
Yeah.
That have solicited it as well, the corner of Highland and Clover, and also, where is it, on Westfall and, is it not Clinton, near Barclay Square there.
Yes, right, yes,
as well.
exactly.
But it's very fun.
Yeah,
And,
it is.
it's fun to drive by them.
Thank you.
So who else is interested, please, just drop me a line, give me a call, and I'd be happy to work with you.
And I'll reach out to the Chamber of Commerce as well, see whether they or any of the businesses, particularly the businesses on the avenue, but, you know,
And I'm
Cops
sorry,
Plaza or other places.
South Clinton and Elmwood, right by the high school. Those were the other ones.
Yeah.
Not done by the high school.
Any other matters of the town board? Thank you to our ASL interpreters. Our next meeting will be held on Wednesday, June 10th, right here at 7 p.m., back to our normal Wednesday time. Can I please have a motion to go into executive session to discuss matters concerning the employment of a particular person?
Bill, I move that we go into executive session to discuss the employment of a particular person.
Second.
Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner,
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado,
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman,
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti,
Aye.
Supervisor Manning.
Aye. Again, thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. I don't anticipate coming back out into public session after our executive session. Have a great evening, enjoy this beautiful weather, and we'll see you on June 10th.